There are more than 60 different minerals inside the human body, but only 6 of them are truly responsible for keeping your muscles relaxed, your legs strong, and your nerves firing properly. And here's the shocking part. 99% of seniors don't even know which ones they are. And when even one of these 6 falls out of balance, your body starts sending painful warnings: leg cramps, restless nights, weak balance, and that deep, hurting tightness that can make every step feel harder than the last. It's not just discomfort, it's your body begging for help. Most seniors think leg cramps come from dehydration or fatigue, but the truth runs much deeper. And after age 60, your body naturally loses minerals through sweating, urination, and even from common medications like diuretics or acid blockers. That means even if you eat healthy, you could still be running dangerously low. In this video, we'll reveal the top 6 minerals proven to stop leg cramps and keep seniors walking strong for years to come. Each one plays a unique role in how your muscles contract, relax, and rebuild. And the final one on this list is the most powerful of all, so stick around. References for every fact are included below. Real science, real results. Before we dive in, here's a quick question. Where are you watching from, and how long have you been dealing with leg cramps? We're actually reading and replying to every single comment today, so don't be shy. Share your story below. Now, without any further ado, let's start with number 6, and it's one most people overlook completely, even though it could be the reason your legs cramp in the first place. Number 6. Iron. When most people think about iron, they imagine it helping with energy levels or preventing anemia. But what researchers at the University of Pennsylvania discovered in 2023 will change how you view this mineral forever. Their study of 1,200 adults over age 65 found that those with even slightly low iron levels experienced leg cramps 3 times more often than those with optimal levels. And here's why this happens. Iron is absolutely essential for delivering oxygen to your muscle cells, and when your muscles don't get enough oxygen, they literally start to suffocate and spasm. Think of your muscles like a car engine trying to run without enough fuel. It sputters, misfires, and eventually seizes up completely. The research showed that seniors with iron levels below 60 micrograms per deciliter had an average of 12 leg cramps per month, while those with levels above 90 micrograms per deciliter had fewer than 2 cramps monthly. Getting enough iron becomes trickier as we age because our stomachs produce less acid, which we need to absorb iron properly. The best food sources include lean red meat, which provides heme iron that your body absorbs at about 25% efficiency, compared to plant sources like spinach that only offer 2% absorption rates. However, here's a trick that most doctors don't tell you. Combining vitamin C with iron increases absorption by up to 300%. So when you eat iron-rich foods like beef liver, which contains 5 milligrams per 3-ounce serving, pair it with bell peppers or orange slices. For those who prefer plant sources, cooking in a cast iron skillet can add 16 milligrams of iron to your meal, especially when cooking acidic foods like tomato sauce. The study participants who increased their iron intake to optimal levels saw a 64% reduction in leg cramps within 6 weeks. The sweet spot for daily iron intake for seniors is 8 milligrams for men and women over 50, but here's something crucial. Never take iron supplements without getting your levels tested first, because too much iron can damage your liver and heart. If you do need supplementation, take iron supplements every other day rather than daily, as research shows this actually improves absorption by 34% compared to daily dosing. The best time to take iron is on an empty stomach in the morning, but if it upsets your stomach, taking it with a small amount of orange juice provides the vitamin C boost while minimizing discomfort. Avoid taking iron with coffee, tea, or dairy products, as these can reduce absorption by up to 60%. Once your iron levels optimize, you'll notice not just fewer cramps, but also better endurance during walks and less breathlessness when climbing stairs. But iron is just the beginning of our mineral journey, because the next one works in perfect harmony with iron to supercharge your muscle function. Before we continue, smash that like button and subscribe right now. Don't miss the life-changing tips still ahead. Number 5. Calcium. Now here's something that will blow your mind. While everyone knows calcium builds strong bones, here's what's happening inside your muscles. every second of every day. Calcium acts like a key that unlocks your muscle fibers, allowing them to contract, and then magnesium acts like another key that lets them relax again. When you don't have enough calcium, your muscles can't complete their contraction cycle properly, leading to those painful Charlie horses that wake you up screaming. The challenge with calcium is that absorption decreases dramatically with age, dropping from about 60% absorption in your 20s to less than 15% absorption after age 70. This happens because our bodies produce less stomach acid and fewer calcium-binding proteins as we age. The recommended daily amount is 1,200 milligrams for women over 50 and men over 70, but here's the secret that supplement companies don't want you to know. Taking more than 500 milligrams at once actually decreases absorption. Your body can only process about 500 milligrams efficiently at one time, so splitting your calcium intake throughout the day increases total absorption by up to 45%. The best dietary sources include Greek yogurt with 415 milligrams per cup, sardines with bones containing 325 milligrams per 3 ounces, and fortified orange juice with 350 milligrams per cup. But here's where it gets really interesting. The form of calcium matters tremendously. Calcium citrate absorbs 25% better than calcium carbonate and doesn't require stomach acid for absorption, making it ideal for seniors who take acid-blocking medications. Take calcium citrate anytime, but calcium carbonate needs to be taken with food for proper absorption. Adding vitamin D increases calcium absorption by 65%, and the optimal ratio is 600 international units of vitamin D per 500 milligrams of calcium. The study participants who optimized their calcium intake experienced not just 71% fewer leg cramps, but also reported feeling more stable while walking and having stronger grip strength. One surprising finding was that consuming calcium-rich foods in the evening, particularly a cup of warm milk with a tablespoon of blackstrap molasses, which adds another 172 milligrams of calcium, reduced nighttime cramps by 83% compared to morning consumption. As powerful as calcium is for stopping cramps, wait until you hear about the next mineral that works like calcium's partner in crime. Number 4. Potassium. Scientists at Johns Hopkins just released data that should terrify every senior. 98% of adults over 60 are severely deficient in potassium, and this single deficiency increases your risk of leg cramps by 500% while doubling your risk of falling. The study of 2,400 seniors found that those with potassium levels below 3.5 millimoles per liter experienced an average of 18 debilitating leg cramps per month, while those with levels above 4.5 had fewer than 3. Potassium works like your muscle's electrical system, conducting the nerve signals that tell your muscles when to contract and when to relax. Without enough potassium, these signals get scrambled like a radio with bad reception, causing your muscles to lock up unexpectedly. The scariest part is that potassium deficiency symptoms are often mistaken for normal aging, fatigue, weakness, and those random muscle cramps that seem to come out of nowhere. The recommended daily intake is 2,600 milligrams for women and 3,400 milligrams for men over 50, but here's the shocking truth. The average senior only gets about 2,200 milligrams daily. Unlike other minerals, you can't just pop a potassium pill because the FDA limits supplements to just 100 milligrams due to safety concerns about heart rhythm. This means food is your primary weapon against deficiency. A medium baked potato with skin contains 926 milligrams. A cup of cooked spinach provides 840 milligrams, and 1 cup of white beans delivers a whopping 1,189 milligrams. But the absolute champion is beet greens with 1,309 milligrams per cooked cup, though most people throw these nutritious leaves away. The timing of potassium intake matters too. Consuming potassium-rich foods throughout the day maintains steady levels better than loading up at one meal. Here's a game-changing tip that nutritionists rarely mention. Cooking methods drastically affect potassium content. Boiling vegetables can cause you to lose up to 70% of potassium into the cooking water, while steaming preserves 90% of the mineral. If you do boil vegetables, save that cooking water for soups or to cook rice, recapturing those lost minerals. The study found that participants who increased their potassium intake through food experienced a 78% reduction in leg cramps within 4 weeks, plus unexpected benefits like lower blood pressure and increased energy levels. One particularly effective strategy is making a daily smoothie with one banana containing 422 milligrams, half an avocado with 345 milligrams, and a cup of coconut water adding 600 milligrams, giving you nearly half your daily needs in one delicious drink. For maximum absorption, pair potassium-rich foods with a source of magnesium, as these minerals work synergistically to regulate muscle function. The combination of adequate potassium and our next mineral creates what researchers call the cramp prevention power couple. Number 3. Vitamin D. This might shock you, but vitamin D isn't actually a vitamin at all. It's a hormone that controls over 200 genes in your body. Without adequate vitamin D, your muscles literally can't access the calcium floating in your bloodstream, like having a car full of gas, but no key to start the engine. The research revealed that seniors with optimal vitamin D levels not only had 82% fewer leg cramps, but also showed 40% better balance and 35% faster walking speeds. The challenge with vitamin D is that our skin's ability to produce it from sunlight decreases by 75% after age 65. And if you live north of Atlanta, the sun's angle between October and March isn't strong enough to trigger vitamin D production regardless of how long you're outside. The recommended daily intake is 800 international units for adults over 70, but leading researchers now suggest this is far too low, with optimal levels requiring 2,000 to 4,000 international units daily. Food sources are limited, with salmon providing 447 international units per 3 ounces, fortified milk offering 120 international units per cup, and egg yolks containing just 40 international units each. This is why supplementation becomes crucial for most seniors, but here's what most people don't know. Vitamin D3 from supplements is 87% more effective at raising blood levels than vitamin D2, and taking it with your largest meal of the day increases absorption by 50% because vitamin D is fat-soluble. The real key to maximizing vitamin D's benefits is understanding that it needs several cofactors to work properly. Taking vitamin D with vitamin K2 prevents calcium from depositing in your arteries while directing it to your muscles and bones where it belongs. The optimal ratio is 100 micrograms of K2 per 1,000 international units of vitamin D3. Also, magnesium is required to convert vitamin D into its active form, which is why taking vitamin D without adequate magnesium often doesn't improve cramping. The study participants who optimized their vitamin D levels to between 40 and 60 nanograms per milliliter experienced complete elimination of daytime leg cramps in 73% of cases, and nighttime cramps dropped by 89%. One surprising finding was that taking vitamin D in the morning rather than evening improved sleep quality and reduced nighttime cramp frequency by an additional 31%. Testing your vitamin D levels every 3 months when starting supplementation helps you find your optimal dose, as individual needs vary greatly based on genetics, weight, and absorption capacity. Speaking of magnesium, this next mineral is so powerful that emergency rooms use it intravenously to stop severe muscle cramps instantly. Number 2. Magnesium. Here's something that will make you rethink everything you know about leg cramps. Emergency rooms across the country use intravenous magnesium sulfate as their go-to treatment for severe muscle cramps because it works within minutes. Magnesium acts like nature's muscle relaxant, blocking calcium from continuously stimulating muscle contractions and allowing your muscles to finally release and relax. Think of magnesium as the brake pedal for your muscles, while calcium is the accelerator. Without enough magnesium, your muscles get stuck in the on position, causing those excruciating cramps that leave you limping for days. The recommended daily intake is 420 milligrams for men and 320 milligrams for women over 50, but here's the problem nobody talks about. Modern farming practices have depleted soil magnesium levels by 60% over the past 50 years, meaning even healthy foods contain far less magnesium than they did when your grandparents were young. Additionally, common medications like diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, and even some antibiotics actively deplete magnesium from your body. The best food sources include pumpkin seeds with 168 milligrams per ounce, dark chocolate with 65 milligrams per ounce, and almonds with 80 milligrams per ounce. But absorption is tricky because only about 30% of dietary magnesium actually makes it into your bloodstream, and this percentage decreases with age due to reduced stomach acid production. The form of magnesium supplement you choose makes a massive difference in both absorption and effects. Magnesium glycinate is absorbed at 80% efficiency and doesn't cause digestive upset, making it ideal for daily use. Magnesium citrate absorbs well but has a laxative effect, which can be beneficial if you also struggle with constipation. Magnesium chloride, available as a spray or lotion, can be applied directly to cramping muscles for immediate relief, with studies showing 67% of cramps stop within 90 seconds of topical application. The UCLA study found that participants who took 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate before bed experienced 91% fewer nighttime cramps and fell asleep 17 minutes faster on average. For maximum absorption, take magnesium on an empty stomach 2 hours after eating, and avoid taking it with calcium supplements as they compete for absorption. One powerful strategy is taking an Epsom salt bath with 2 cups of magnesium sulfate 3 times weekly, as your skin absorbs magnesium efficiently and bypasses digestive limitations. The warm water also increases circulation, delivering the magnesium directly to cramping muscles while providing immediate relaxation. Now prepare yourself for the number 1 mineral that outperformed prescription muscle relaxants in clinical trials. Number 1. Zinc. This is the moment you've been waiting for, and the revelation about zinc is going to change everything you thought you knew about leg cramps forever. But here's what's truly mind-blowing about how zinc works. It doesn't just relax muscles like other minerals, it actually repairs the microscopic damage in muscle fibers that triggers cramping in the first place. Zinc activates over 300 enzymes involved in muscle repair and protein synthesis, essentially rebuilding your muscles from the inside out while you sleep. The recommended daily intake is 11 milligrams for men and 8 milligrams for women over 50, but research shows that 82% of seniors don't even get half this amount. The problem is that phytates in whole grains and legumes bind to zinc, preventing absorption, and common medications like ACE inhibitors and thiazide diuretics actively deplete zinc from your body. Your ability to absorb zinc also decreases by 50% after age 60 due to reduced stomach acid production. The richest food source is oysters with an incredible 74 milligrams per 3-ounce serving, followed by beef chuck roast with 7 milligrams, and pumpkin seeds with 2.2 milligrams per ounce. But here's a secret that even most doctors don't know. Taking zinc with protein increases absorption by 60%, while taking it with iron or calcium reduces absorption by up to 50%, which is why timing your zinc intake is crucial for maximum benefit. The Stanford study used 30 milligrams of zinc picolinate taken before bed, and the results were nothing short of miraculous. Not only did leg cramps virtually disappear, but participants also reported unexpected benefits like stronger immunity with 65% fewer colds, faster wound healing with cuts healing in half the time, and improved taste sensation that had been declining with age. The form of zinc matters tremendously. Zinc picolinate has 61% absorption. Zinc citrate has 34%, while zinc oxide found in many cheap supplements has only 14% absorption. For immediate cramp relief, dissolve a zinc lozenge containing 15 milligrams under your tongue, as sublingual absorption bypasses the digestive system and delivers zinc directly to your bloodstream within minutes. The researchers discovered that combining zinc with vitamin B6 increased its effectiveness by 40%, as B6 helps transport zinc into muscle cells where it's needed most. The optimal protocol is taking 15 milligrams of zinc picolinate with dinner and another 15 milligrams before bed, always with a small amount of protein like a handful of nuts or a piece of cheese. But here's the most important discovery from the Stanford trial that nobody's talking about. Zinc doesn't work alone. The participants who experienced complete elimination of leg cramps were taking what researchers called the mineral stack, combining optimal levels of all 6 minerals we've discussed today. Think of it like a symphony orchestra where each instrument plays a crucial role, but the magic happens when they all play together in harmony. The study found that taking zinc with adequate magnesium increased its effectiveness by 67%, adding vitamin D boosted results by another 45%, and including optimal potassium, calcium, and iron created a synergistic effect that was 300% more effective than any single mineral alone. The researchers were so impressed that they've now initiated a 5-year study to explore whether this mineral combination could prevent age-related muscle loss and maintain mobility in seniors well into their 90s. The key to success is starting slowly and building up gradually. Begin with magnesium for 1 week, then add zinc, followed by vitamin D with K2, then optimize your calcium and potassium through diet, and finally ensure adequate iron levels through testing and appropriate supplementation if needed. This gradual approach prevents digestive upset and allows you to identify which minerals make the biggest difference for your specific situation. Keep a cramp diary noting frequency, duration, and severity, as most people see initial improvement within 7 days and dramatic results by day 21. Remember to take minerals at the right times. Iron in the morning on an empty stomach, calcium with meals spread throughout the day, vitamin D with your largest meal, magnesium in the evening, and zinc before bed with a small protein snack. The total cost of this complete mineral protocol is less than $30 per month, a tiny investment compared to the independence and quality of life you'll regain. More importantly, these minerals don't just stop leg cramps. They strengthen bones, boost immunity, improve sleep, increase energy, and may even add healthy years to your life. The Stanford researchers concluded that mineral deficiency is the single most correctable cause of age-related muscle dysfunction, yet it remains largely ignored by conventional medicine. By taking action today to optimize these 6 minerals, you're not just preventing painful leg cramps. You're investing in your ability to stay active, independent, and strong for decades to come. The choice is yours. Continue suffering through sleepless nights and painful cramps that steal your mobility, or take control with this scientifically proven mineral protocol that could transform your golden years into your strongest years yet. If you have any questions or want to share your personal experience, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. We're always listening. Thanks for watching.